Okay, so today we are going to present the poverty and inequality phenomena in the food delivery industry. To be more specific, we're discovering the inequality between delivery workers and other occupations, and the poverty faced by delivery workers as a whole. According to a survey done by students and directors from Lingnan University, the problem of inequality has sharpened during the COVID-19 pandemic, and due to a large amount of new policies and regulations published by one of the most popular food delivery platforms called Foodpanda, the wage and welfare of delivery workers is threatened. First of all, those delivery workers are under relative poverty, which is linked to the inequality between different jobs and occupations, because they have the ability and money to meet those basic physical requirements for a human being to be survived. However, the more dangerous thing about the poverty faced by those people is that they are actually working poor. They're working really hard every day, but they still cannot live in a good hygiene condition and eat those good food. Also, since they cannot afford the tuition fees and other education costs, the next generation, in a very high possibility, will still need to do the same work as they do. Then they will fall into a so-called poverty trap. Who is interested in keeping the situation? I think all of the workers want to change their situation, of course. And government might want to help to reduce those inequality and poverty due to political reasons. And they want to set up a good public image in front of citizens and voters. However, the companies might want to keep the current situation to lower the cost and generate more profit. Us, as the consumer and user of those platforms, may also in some ways prevent the improvements of welfare for workers, since we are not willing to pay higher delivery fees for them.
And now we're going to listen to an interview with a local food delivery man.
咁首先問下你一日裏邊要做幾多個鐘，同埋每一張單有幾多錢左右？
其實睇下你勤唔勤力啦，即係都要成over10個鐘㗎都。係啊，一張單你咪，如果你兩間平台唔同啦嗰啲，即係有間要報間，有間就依間就自由上線嘅，即係隨時都可以喺邊一區度上線，就唔使話我要去粉紅色嗰間咧就要去報嘅。係啊，如果做得唔好會一路減單錢同埋會昂貴，依間就即係話就話公平，但係你如果你人多開嗰區咧，佢唔理你死活㗎，佢又唔使讓你哋嘅。即係有單咪大家都開心咯，如果冇單就即係其實都唔會話電腦派單嗰啲㗎，講真一句。佢見你啱啱開，佢點都為1-2張俾你先嘅，跟住其後你可能等個零鐘先1張，冇得怨㗎啦！呢啲嘢你明唔明啊？而家已經唔係即係個合作模式係已經係自僱㗎啦，即係咁嘅模式咯。即係有單咪即係大家都開心啦。當然冇咁你冇得喺度自怨自艾。即係你另外一間收入唔穩定，可能揾少咗幾蚊一日嘅，佢已經係出聲去嘈，又罷工，又話日玩又行嗰啲咯。佢爭取翻嚟咯，因為以前可能食開50零60蚊一張單，減咗單錢之後，佢可能變咗40蚊到，好多。即係佢長遠計條數，一張單冇咗成1折價錢，佢哋咪計咯。
你而家做緊呢間公司，你決定啦。
同埋係政府疫情咁樣睇下佢夜晚
刺唔刺激到？係
啦，嗰樣嘢咯，同埋你一派咗消費券淨晒㗎，個個都出去消費，話知你疫情啦，係咪先？而家啲政府都唔理疫情㗎啦，好多國家都冇掩雞籠，自出自入㗎啦，係咪咪？你仲喺度驚嘅，人哋咪帶啲病毒入嚟啫嘛，即係你仲喺度驚。
咁另外想關於問下，即係你做兩間，
我冇嗰間我冇登記嘅喎，嗰間我覺得佢制賺多得滯，所以問題都會多。近期搞咗單罷工啊嘛，係啊，就係佢哋。
咁你而家做緊呢間公司，你覺得有冇啲咩福利係？冇維修各樣都冇，好買咗份保險，但係個額唔高嘅，都叫有啲保障咯。
In a nutshell, it's mentioned that the couriers are exploited in terms of inequality and poverty. For inequality, because of their identity of self-employed workers, their rights are not safeguarded, such as the welfares, financial compensations, and subsidies. They are not provided with tools of trade like motorcycles for work. Also, if they are charged with fixed penalty tickets, their companies will not help compensating them financially and provide subsidies. And in terms of poverty, they have very unstable income because it heavily relies on the number of orders distributed by the platform. Whereas the poverty problem is worsened due to they have to bear charges of fixed penalty tickets and insurance.
What could be done to help these workers? Defining the employment status of gig workers may be one of the solutions. In Hong Kong, an individual can work as an employee or an independent contractor, but only employees are entitled to the rights and benefits provided under employment ordinance, such as wage protection, rest days, and holidays with pay. Therefore, the employment status of food delivery workers is extremely important. Food delivery workers may be neither independent contractor nor employees because food delivery platforms may have little or no control over the working hours and delivery method of their delivery. But on the other hand, they don't seem to be independent contractors because they need to wear uniforms. Also, algorithms monitors and controls the food delivery apps where gig workers receive their jobs. The gray area allows the platforms not to provide protections or welfare for workers. Therefore, we suggest the government creating an intermediate class for gig workers and set out what protections and benefits they are entitled to. For example, in UK, workers who have some characteristics of both of independent contractors or employees enjoy legal protection. Hong Kong could intimate UK to guarantee the working condition of food delivery workers, such as salary, welfare, and insurance. This solution may probably reduce the poverty and inequality faced by food delivery workers. Limitation, the platforms may pass on the increase in operating costs to workers. They may reduce the salary of workers, which may result in increased poverty of food delivery workers.
Apart from the solution that I just mentioned by us, there is another solution which can be done by the delivery companies, which is to provide a more stable pay structure by them. For example, we suggest Foodpanda and other delivery companies to raise their couriers' delivery fees for around 10% to improve the average income as well as providing equal number of orders. For example, Foodpanda, they have a policy that for those couriers who do not take orders often are less likely to get distributed to them, which means they can earn less in the future. We also recommend the companies to provide actual bonuses to their employees. The companies such as Foodpanda promise the workers 30% bonuses for those who are hardworking. This seems to be not true. Besides, the penalty parking tickets and car maintenance fees are a very heavy financial burden to the employees. Therefore, we recommend the companies to compensate around half of the fee to reduce the financial burden, as well as providing free insurance. The aim of Solution 2 is to reduce couriers' financial burden. I would like to take Caviar from US as an example. They have high average income of couriers per order, as well as they do not have any penalties for low order acceptance fees, and there are free insurance, unlike for Panda, which can safeguard the employees' rights. In a nutshell, the couriers are the core of the companies. Together, we can raise public awareness on the hardships of gig workers and working poor in delivery companies. We can help them by such as giving them more tips. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.